Welcome back to the Bears workshop.
We've got the trusty old Merc here behind us.
Yeah, the well final rig. Engine was a bit tired, ended up taking that out just after well final. Investigated it, turns out the big ends and mains pretty much shot to bits, the engine, so we've now stripped that down. We've put all the parts onto the V6 that's now in the CLK. We're due to do a run up.
Yeah, see whether it's all okay.
Make sure that that's good. We're also going to be doing a bit of pulling in this episode, give you a bit of insight as what to go into getting these cars back on track.
Getting the wheels in the right place and
Just had a new bottom arm made, repaired the rear arm, and then we then got to make sure that all the wheels are pointing in the right direction, which at the moment they're all over the place. Got to track that up, make sure that it's steering and driving straight. And then we're also going to show you a little bit of a build on a Cadillac Fleetwood chassis, so the fitting and installation of a Mercedes Sprinter front axle, and then a rundown of how and where you can fit these in, what the rules are on the fitting of these axles as well, just to give you a little bit of insight as to how much work goes into these cars.
just on the things that you think wouldn't matter.
Yeah, it takes a while for all of these bits to get done, and as you'll see in the video, there's a lot of measurements and a lot of time goes into making this stuff work.
Cutting and shutting and all sorts. And
Yeah, some of it's engineered, some of it's bodged together, but mostly it's engineered. On my part anyway, Leo's bodged together.
Yeah. Love a little
Hopefully
bodge.
we can give you an insight as to what goes on between the meetings. It's non-stop trying to get these cars ready to go, and in some sort of fit state. Later on we'll have another episode to show you the repair process on the LTD that I raced at Well Final as well.
It's a lot of work, isn't it?
Yeah, we've got to try and get that back to some sort of state where it can be raced again, which I'm sure we'll be able to do. We resurrect a lot of stuff that most people wouldn't even bother looking at to race again, just purely because we can. We've got the know-how and the materials to be able to do it, so we might as well get as much out of these cars as we can.
Yeah.
So hope you enjoy the episode, and we'll see you in a minute.
Yeah. Is that the nut for that? I can't remember where I put the nut. What did the What now? You might see that.
Here.
On. Well, one, when you put the weight on it, it should be right, and two, we can also bend it with the IAB if we need to, straighter than the other hub was.
I need wobbly Spence, please. And an extension, please. And someone to do the job, please. You're a good boy.
Stop complaining with the capital
I
P.
wasn't complaining, all right?
Capital P.
There's plenty of planes, but just can't complain. Right, get on that.
Are you going to do that up, or? Get off.
Right. I need to try and turn it to get the steering arm on. Don't go turning the steering wheel,
Why?
because it's not going to turn anything.
Well, no, move the steering arm.
Yeah, go on.
Well, where have I got to go?
That way.
Well, I don't think I've got that much more that way.
No,
Maxed out there, bruv.
Other way.
Other way.
That's it, yeah. Just got to take that, yeah. Keep going.
Can you tell me when to stop?
Keep going. That'll do, yeah.
Alright.
No. Right, go that way a little bit.
What, towards me?
Yeah. Other way. A little bit more.
Any good, pal?
No, I need to jack that up. Because I can't get the nut on it.
Why can't you?
Because it's hitting on the bottom arm there. And I can't get it in there.
Well, turn the hub then.
I can't!
You can. Pull it hard enough, you can. See, go on. Really hard. Show me your biggest muscles. That isn't a muscle. It's a bone. Well, why have you put the shock there?
I think we're going to turn steering again.
You wouldn't think they were putting suspension on, would you?
No.
What way have I got to go the other way?
Yeah. That'll do, yeah.
Sitting at this caliper.
Caliper. And then 18 mils.
You've got the other one. I see. I'd take it off the other one, then I've got a spare. I'm in. Just need to turn I'll turn the steering ball up the other way. Should be able to get it with a gun blade.
Just need a straight wheel that'll go on this as well.
Is the one on it bent then?
Yeah, it's,
Oh, that'll fit. That should fit.
yeah, the one that was on this was right on the caliper, it had bent that much.
That won't turn. This one pumps up. We've got the old Ford Falcon wheel. There you go. I don't know whether it fit over the centre is the only thing. Is it? Fits, doesn't
No,
it?
don't fit.
Don't fit.
It's on the caliper.
Huh? No, it shouldn't.
Oh, it was hitting on the caliper.
That's a 16. It's 15, it's calipers.
No, it's hitting on it.
Oh, yeah.
What's in the back?
Not the right wheels. Try this one.
17 mil. It's 17 mil, Spence, please.
There. And that?
16.
16.
They're hitting up there, yeah.
Yeah.
But once that comes down,
Once you've
though,
got a bit of weight on it, it might be a bit better. I think the hub's still quite bent.
wait until they're done with the eye and we'll get this lifted.
Let's get a jack on it, won't we?
No, I had to get Josh to lift it. That can go back down by that bin, Spence.
Make sure it's there neatly, Granada to kill us.
Is it going to hit on that?
See what it's sitting like with the steering straight. Tracking's out by a mile, but we can sort that.
Yeah, once that's pulled though.
We'll see what it's like when it sits flat.
Yeah.
Because that's pointing, oh no, that's pointing that way.
Yeah, so you've got to come this way a little bit.
So we've got the trusty V6 back in, well, a new one with all of the parts, and you'll see that we put water pump and stuff on and all bits and pieces like that.
Transferred all the inlet manifold over from the old engine to this engine.
Yeah, all the carburetor, all the same bits.
Cleaned the plugs. They're actually the original plugs that come on this engine. So we will replace them at some point, but we'll see what it runs like first. Time it up with a timing light and just have a basic run through of the engine.
Yeah, make sure it's all sweet and working as it should.
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing special. It's just a standard engine. Bought it a long time ago. Didn't know whether it was any good or not, so we're now going to find out whether it actually runs.
Yeah.
Come along for the ride.
Couple pumps of the throttle.
Does sound min.
Sweet.
She's on 6 cylinders on the plugs that come in it, which is good. All we did was clean them up, so that's pretty spot on.
Can't really complain there.
We probably still will put new plugs in it anyway, just to make sure. But we give it a road test, get it properly up to heat.
Yeah.
And then see what it runs like then. But it sounds pretty good. There's no noises from it.
Well, for something that's been sat around for a long time as well, with no oil and stuff in it, and
yeah, we don't know where this engine's come from or its history. We just we bought it from Tom Waller a few years ago. Had the inlet manifold injection inlet manifold still on it, Usually, if they've got an injection manifold on them, then it normally means that it hasn't been banged or raced beforehand, so you stand half a chance.
Still don't know whether someone's abused it in their road car.
And then we did have the sump off, and we checked the big ends and mains, re-lubricated those when we put it all back together, so we kind of knew that the bottom end was good, but you still don't know whether head gasket, all that sort of stuff's good.
Yeah.
But it seems like it's got good compression, seems like it starts pretty well. For a first start up, that's bang on really.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll stick the timing light on it at some point, and yeah, we'll do a road test, which I'm sure we'll let you in on that at some point as well.
Yeah, once we've got all the wheels in the right place. This one's rubbing a little bit at the minute, won't get far.
Yeah, we'll give it a good pull on the wheels. That's bent hub on the front. It's pushed the bottom arm into the subframe on the rear. It's pretty standard stuff for Mercedes, really. They're
all stuff that we're used to.
They're pretty vulnerable on the wheels. Bend stuff quite often, but they're quite easy to put back straight.
Yeah.
So yeah, follow along with our journey to get this back to raceable state.
Yeah. See you
soon.
in a minute.
We're just going to give you a run through of what we've been doing on the time lapse there. As we said earlier, we was going to show you how we fit a Sprinter front end into a Yank chassis. There's quite a bit you've got to cut out to start with. As you see in the time lapse, we had to cut all the original subframe out, and the rear bottom arm mounts have to come out because they get in the way of the surface that you've got to bolt to. You have to dim pull the chassis this side for clearance for your rack, for that to run up to your steering column. And then you also have to tip the rack back because it points forwards on a Mercedes Sprinter. You also have to cut any surfaces that are protruding out the bottom of the chassis, cut them flat, so then, because the Sprinter subframe is very flat, remove the original engine mounts off of the Sprinter subframe because they get in the way at the front here on some of the chassis. So there's a fair bit of work involved. New shock absorber top mount, which within the rules you have to build them a certain thickness and a certain size. And then on the fixing points, you're allowed to bolt in the original Sprinter mounting points, and then you're allowed an 80 by 80 plate in 4 places on so 2 each side to hold it in. If down the line, like, we've not really used these, we used them this year in the BWS, but only because we had a few Yanks without front ends in them. Is there a need to fit one of these in? Not really. We used to race on Yanks with the original front suspension in all the time. Sometimes we used to put a rack on them. Most of the time we didn't. Didn't really have any issues with ball joints and bottom arms and all that sort of stuff. So we didn't really need spares. But I suppose if you are doing this to make the car a little bit easier to fix on the day, then possibly it's worthwhile putting the effort in. But I think if it's got the original front end in it, there's no real gain by putting this in there. Obviously, if you've got no choice or you would rather go that route, then you've just got to go that route. But yeah, as you can see, it's not a 5-minute job. It's taken us all day with all the tools and equipment that we've got to fit just the front subframe. It's not easy, but I think in the long run it's probably the best route. If someone's not got any wheels or suspension spares, then you can get Sprinter wheels quite easily. You know, they're readily available, so it is a good route. And as long as people stay within these perimeters and don't take the absolute piss with the way they mount them in, then I shouldn't see any problems with this being like the route that people go in the future. You don't need to mount them in any more than this. We've raced all season mounting them in the same way as we've done this, and we've had no problems with it at all. It's stayed in there. We've hit the wall, all sorts with our cars, and worst it's done is bent the bottom arms, but it's never moved the subframe or ripped it out of the car. It's worked perfectly. So I think the way that they put the rules in, I think it's exactly how much you should be allowed to mount them in. There's no reason to go any more with it. Later on in the video, you'll see us pulling Leo's World Final Merc. We're going to get that back straight, like we said at the start. So keep watching. We've got plenty more to see. See you in a bit.